Come on, come on, come on, come on. What is going on, everybody? Welcome on this Friday night to learn about some amazing money that you guys may be due to get from a refund. We are live here on YouTube as well, and we want to thank everybody for showing up here on our live Zoom. Let me see what is going on. I hear a double thing going on. I'm gonna go ahead and lower that for the time being until I can figure out. Oh, here we go. Let me go ahead and let me take that down. All right, cool. All right, so check it out. You guys are probably catching this on YouTube right now as a replay. Today is October 20th, Friday night, and we are here all on the Friday night to go over a couple of cool things that you guys can figure out how to get some money back if you're self-employed. So if you are self-employed, I want to make sure that you guys take a little bit of time to take a look at what we're going to show you right now. Take out a pen and paper, take some notes. We're going to have some questions and answers at the end if you have any questions. If not, no big deal. You could ask them in the comments and comment replay and maybe share this with some of your colleagues, because guess what? It feels really good to give somebody back up to $36,000 as a refund, right? People need some money before Christmas. Maybe some money to pay off their bills. Maybe they owe taxes, whatever the deal is. We're going to show you guys a really cool way that you guys can get up to $36,000 back for being self-employed. So that being said, let me go ahead and get right into this so we don't have to have you guys here for too long. So, all right. So self-employed tax credit. Did you know that as a self-employed individual, you can be eligible for up to $36,000, $220 refund due to COVID-related relief measures? Right now, you can uncover the path to reclaiming your funds and elevating your financial standing. If you took a break in 2020 or 2021 due to COVID-19, or to look after someone with COVID-19, you, where's it at? 19. So took the time off to cater to child under 18 due to school or daycare closures, you reported self-employed income tax. So many people are going to be eligible for this, right? I'm going to go over exactly the people who are eligible, but this is where the credit amount comes into play. A lot of people go, is this real? How's it work? What do we do, right? So number one is sick leave credit. If you were sick, and this doesn't mean if you were sick or your spouse was sick or you, anything to do with COVID, somebody around you was sick, right? This goes with a sick leave credit, right? Family leave credit. So if you took care of somebody because your family was sick, or you had to stay at home because your kids couldn't go to school, or maybe your parents couldn't go to work, so you had to watch over them, whatever the case may be, an aunt, an uncle, sister, brother, husband, wife, well, you're eligible for a maximum 50 days for 2020 and 60 days for 2021, leaving you, and that's you get up to $200 per day, right? So the maximum annual credit that you can get for the family leave credit is $10,000 for 2020. The max that you can get for 2021 is $12,000, totaling $22,000 for both years. We also found a little hidden treasure in here. We could add up to about a $4,000 credit depending on what you claimed in 2020 and 2021, which leaves total of potential credit and or refund up to $36,220. All right. So who's eligible for this refund? If you're a sole proprietor, if you're an LLC operator, if you're a business partnership member, right? And any other Schedule C and Schedule SE income, you can qualify for this, okay? Anybody, so if you are a joint filer, so say if you and your spouse, you filed jointly, then we would need to see your spouse's, we need to see a separate 7202 form that you'd have to fill out, but we have it all on electric DocuSign documents to where you don't have to fax anything in, okay? Anybody who is an S Corp business that pays owners as employees, you guys are excluded, unfortunately, but it is what it is. It's for our self-employed people as Lyft drivers, Uber drivers, truck drivers, real estate agents, realtors, right? And MLM, affiliate marketers, network marketers. You guys are most of the time self-employed. Even barbers, you go get your hair cut. Those people who are cutting your hair are renting that chair from that spot, and they are self-employed. Okay, so they can qualify for this as well, right? So the required documents, nothing huge. All we need is the tax returns for 2020 and 2021. If your partner, filed joint, then we're gonna need theirs as well. If you were previously employed by a W-2 employer, provide all the W-2s with sick and family leave reported, and your driver's license. and that is it. All right. So questions. These are some of the questions that you're going to have to fill out in order to qualify. And by the way, there's no way to verify this. Okay. There's no way for them to go, hey, let me see a positive test. Let me see you're in the hospital. Let me see that your kids are out of school. There's no way for them to verify this. So you got to be honest. I'm not telling you to lie, but you should definitely be honest with whatever it is, right? And you're going to ask you these questions. Were you absent due to COVID-19 in 2020 or 2021? And can you claim up to 10 days of sick leave? So that doesn't mean that you were sick. That could be your spouse is sick. That could be somebody around you was sick. You had to take off work because of quarantine, or you were exposed. There's so many ways that you were absent due to COVID-19 in 2020, 2021. Also, were you unable to work because of a quarantine person or due to school daycare closures or a child care provider's unavailability related to COVID-19? Now, me, I don't know anybody personally that wasn't affected by this, so almost all of us are going to qualify for self-employed. Now, how are the credits determined? Now, not every person's going to be the same, hands down, right? It goes from your net income from 2019 and 2020 and 2021. It goes for how many days you were sick or quarantine days, right? Did you have to care for a loved one, or were there any school or daycare closures? This is what this goes from, okay? Now, is this real? Let me show you how real this is. You may go, man, there's no way. There's no way you're going to get this money. It's got to be fake, right? It can't be real. Well, if you go and look up right here on the IRS website, an official website of the United States government, you'll see right here, paid sick and family leave credit, 2020 versus 2021 comparison. And if you read the descriptions down here, you'll see that this will explain everything to you that I'm about to explain to you as well. So it is real. And if your CPA didn't let you know about this, then your CPA is definitely not a tax credit expert like our firms that we have connected with. Okay. So some of the frequently asked questions that we are going to get you may have right now. So if you're writing them down, wait until you hear these, and then these may answer your questions. So what if I already filed my taxes in 2020 and 2021? Well, our CPA will need to file an amendment on your tax return. All we require from you is a copy of your 2019, 2020, and 2021 tax returns and a copy of your driver's license, and we will handle the rest. All right. So when was the family's first Coronavirus Response Act created? Was it just something they created yesterday? Was it created last year? It's created 2020. Well, as you can see right here, it was created on March 18th, 2020 to address the economic impacts of COVID-19 pandemic. It was only supposed to go to the end of the year of 2020. Well, the American Rescue Plan, which is the ARP, they signed it to law on March 11, 2021, and addressed the continuation of these provisions and included payroll tax credits for such paid leaves. So 2021 qualifies as well. All right. Now, what qualifies for missing work due to COVID? What qualifies for being sick for COVID, right? Well, there's 7 different ways that'll qualify. 1, infection. Were you infected yourself? Did you have COVID-19? Or did your family member infected? Your husband, your wife, your kids, your uncle, your aunt, somebody who maybe live with you, right? Number 2, exposure. Did you have direct exposure? Was there a workplace outbreak? Number 3, health concerns, high-risk individuals, diabetics, maybe somebody, a cancer survivor, maybe somebody who's older, right? It's high-risk individuals that they're not going to go out around people because they have some health concerns, or people with mental health concerns. The stress and anxiety caused by the pandemic was real, right? It is real, and it still is real. And so this also counts as being affected by coronavirus. Also, number 4, childcare and daycare closures. Were any of your schools closed or daycares closed, right? Did you have a sick child? Number 5, preventative measures. Did you have to remote work, right? So to reduce the spread of the virus, did you have to work from home? That is something where you were affected by coronavirus, COVID-19. Rotational shifts. Some workplaces have implemented rotational shifts or work weeks due to limit the number of employees that in the office at any given time. So if you couldn't go in the office, there you go. You're a realtor. If you can't go into to show homes, there you go, right? Travel restrictions. We know, and I got Hawaiian friends, if you flew to Hawaii, you'd have to go in quarantine for 7 to 10 days, something like that, right? I think Chicago was another one as well. You definitely couldn't go to Canada at that time. So travel restrictions are real, okay? Self-isolation after travel, vaccination, side effects, or what if you had to take some time off for work to go get your vaccination? What if you had to go take a loved one to go get the vaccination? Those are all things that qualify for being absent due to COVID. So why wait? Literally, this will go away because it's a fund that they have in the U.S. Treasury, and it's going to start going away April 15th, 2024. You can only go back 3 years on your taxes to amend your taxes, and you will start losing 2021 or 2020 at that point. But a lot of people have, well, how hard is it? Is there a ton of paperwork? I don't want to do a ton of paperwork. Even if it's up to $36,000, some people don't want to go do the paperwork. Well, guess what? The processing is quite streamlined. We provide an electronic agreement letter emailed to you, so you simply need to review, sign, and date. Additionally, you're required to upload copies of your tax returns for 19, 20, and 2021, along with a copy of your driver's license. Simple stuff. After that, we take care of everything for you guys. Unless there's any other questions, that we will reach out and answer, get any of those answers to those questions. So what I would do is get back with somebody, well, I love the way that this is put, get back with the awesome person that brought you here, because literally, they are awesome. They literally thought of you to invite you here. Maybe you're searching on Google and you found this video. Down below, there's going to be a link where you can get started. Click on it. It's very simple. It'll explain to you what it is a little bit more. You put your information on the bottom, and you will be able to, for free, go and start getting your tax credit back, or at least getting the process started to see if you at least qualify. So that is really it. That is as quick as it gets. Right now, we'll open up to any questions. Now, we are live on YouTube, so if you're catching us live on YouTube, you could post any comments in there or any questions in there. If not, if you are here on our live Zoom, you may want to, one, maybe unmute yourself and ask a question, or maybe two, you can put it in the comments. So if there's no questions, which normally there's not too many because we've gone over a lot of the details, and some of you guys have been on here once or twice, so you guys understand it. We will move on, and you guys can catch a replay on YouTube if you'd like to. But literally, if you're skeptical of this, go look up Self-Employed Tax Credit on the IRS website. You're going to see it pop up, right? And if you are in your brain going, well, how come my CPA didn't do this? Well, because they are not specialists in tax credit, right? And I say this all the time. If you were to go get, say you had knee replacement that you had to go get done, would you go have your family physician do that? Or would you go have a knee replacement specialist do that? I would go see a knee replacement specialist, right? Same thing here. Go see your CPA, do your taxes, all that good stuff, okay? But if you want to get some real deal tax credits back, then that's where we come to play, being tax experts. So we do have a question that's popping up. It says, how long does it take to get the money? It takes anywhere right now from 12 to 16 weeks. There is a program where you can pay 15% to get your money back within 2 months or within 2 weeks once you're approved. But this is right now. You never know. With all the stuff going on, that could push back further, right? Say if it gets time to where that 12 to 14 weeks come time around tax payment or tax season, well, it's going to take a little bit longer. So the sooner you get this going, the sooner you can get your refund back if you qualify. All right. Great question, though, Charles. Great question. All right. Any other questions at all? We see one that popped in. Anybody else want to mute themselves and ask a question? If not, then we'll let you guys get in your way. You guys could always go search up, Self-Employed Tax Credit review, and you'll see this replay on YouTube. So any questions? If not, then we'll let you guys get out of here. 15 minutes. That's pretty dang good. All right. Well, I don't see any other questions coming in. If you search up on YouTube, Self-Employed Tax Credit, and this video pops up, you'll see me with my cool little ta-da jersey that my kids got. You guys could ask any questions you want to in the comments. And if we can't get those answers, we will find those answers for you. Because remember, we're the marketing firm for 2 tax credit CPA firms. All right. So that's enough for me, ladies and gentlemen. Vivian, thank you as well for jumping in. Andre, thanks for coming. Charles, Michael, Terry, thanks for seeing you guys here. We'll see you guys in the next one.